Next stop, 30th Street Station. This is a wheelchair-accessible station. For connections to SEPTA Regional Rail, Market Frankfurt Line, Amtrak, and New Jersey Transit. This stop, 30th Street Station. Watch the gap when exiting.
Whoops. Here we go, sir.
Thank you. Yo.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Next stop, North Philadelphia.
Yo, sir, definitely see a bunch of SEPTA front. This is a yard after all. Right. And we also got Amtrak.
Is the bank open? Because you know you were on my account. You know that, right? All right. All right. How much do you need?
I wonder why we are going to crawl right now. Also, I actually see NJT and their GP40s and common coaches. So stopped at the moment. Alright, so this is 4214, switching tracks. So no wonder why our train is stopped at this time. Oh, and this is a Comet V, and then two Comet, or older Comets, and then another Comet V. Interesting consist over there, friend. going pretty swiftly here, all the way to North Philly. Double header.
This stop, North Philadelphia.
Alright, so this
Watch
is
your
North
step when
Philadelphia.
exiting.
The curves on the very left are basically trains that are going to Chester Hill West. They actually use the lower level platforms on the left side, while the Amtrak and Northeast Regional and also the NJT Atlantic City line are still here. So this is actually convenient because people that go to Chestnut Hill West can actually utilize the station fairly nicely. Alright, so now you're picking up speed.
Next stop, Bridesburg.
Alright, so basically leaving the bigger part of the city. Now we're gonna go to some of the suburban areas. I don't know if it's just me or like the sounds that this train is making right now seems like an airplane. Alright, so the very right track is going to be restricted for the Atlantic City line because it's not electrified and probably won't be. The Atlantic City line would probably take a pretty long time to get from Philly to like Pensacola and Transit Center. Alright, now this is the time that we actually passing the Acela train that's bound for Washington, D.C. With lead car 2019 and rear car 2012, I think. Too fast for me to see. Alright, so we should be arriving at Wrightsburg relatively shortly. This transfers to the 73 and 84, if I'm not mistaken. And this is actually the closest station in regional rail to Frankfurt Transportation Center. And there you have it. Right side is where the Atlantic City branch branches off the northeast corridor. Down to Pennsauken, Lindenwold, and Atlantic City. And there's a bunch of freight over there too, now typically.
This stop, Bridesburg. Watch your step when exiting.
Alright, so it looks like we arrived, and people that are probably going to have to use the little bridges to get off this in and on the station. This is one of the low-level platforms. First one we counted so far. Alright, so I had to kind of move to the left a little bit because the conductor had to knock the driver's cab, and then I had to make room, so that's why I kind of moved in and out. But we're back to the okay spot of here. So Tacony is the next stop. And of course, you actually cross by the I-95, which is one of the longest freeways, at least from my experience. And I heard that I-95 goes all the way from Boston to Miami, or something along the lines. At least that's what I think.
This stop, Tacony. Watch your step when exiting.
Right, so we come across another set of Silverliner 4s. Well, there's only 4 cars. And this is yet another short platform. Right, so we departed Tacony. Now, next stop is Holmesburg Junction.
Next stop, Holmesburg Junction.
And yes, we got Northeast Regional or something. Not Northeast Regional. This is a Keystone Corridor train. This train actually flew past us just now. And now we gotta stop at Holmesburg Junction.
This stop, Holmesburg Junction. Watch your step when exiting.
Right. This station is also damn short. Probably can fit no more than like 1 or 2 cars, or maybe 3. So the next station is towards.
Next stop, Tarsdale.
I believe the 70 is one of the buses that actually connect to this route, to the station. Alright, so partly the reason why I actually stopped filming on the left side early on after 30th Street is because the window was actually damn dirty. And this one is also not clean either, but at least there's less annoying ass reflection or some shit. Because some of the stuff on the left side it actually glares too much. So now we're jumping up and down here. After a really quick speed boost, we actually stopped at tourist. I always admired the Silverliner V because of their fast acceleration, and also the traction motors are awesome. Kind of weird how there's actually less of Silverliner 5s than 4s. That's
This stop, Tarsdale. Watch your step when exiting.
but that's whatever. So now we arrive at Torresdale. This time we could pretty much fit the whole train because we have 4 cars. Alright, so the next stop we have is Cornwall Heights, and some Keystone trains actually stop there if you're not familiar with that, which is kind of odd because this station is only really served by Keystone Corridor and
Next stop,
Trenton
Cornwall
line,
Heights.
even though
This
there's not
is a wheelchair
that many
accessible
nearby
station.
bus connections. And even then, if you try and look for a bus connection at the station, you may have to walk a few blocks down and down, wherever possible. So it seems like Cornwall Heights is going to be an accessible station. Silverliner Vs were built in like 2011 by Hyundai Rotem, and become in single cars or double cars in the 700 to 800 series range. Though like I might tell like what are the single cars and what are the married sets later, because I still gotta find time to think about it. The Silverliner 5s were built by Hyundai Rotem, and they're actually made to replace the Silverliner 1s, 2s, and 3s. And then what's special about them is that not only do they have a rail fin window, like in all
This stop,
but
Cornwell's
also
Heights.
have
Watch your step when exiting.
many modern announcements, and there's a lot of modern things into it, such as better seats, destination displays with LEDs, and then we got the K at 5 LA horn, the almighty. And yeah, so basically this platform will still be a short platform, all except that one ahead, which if needed, anyone with disabilities, especially ones with wheelchairs, can definitely use this little stub to like get on and off, so that like you can actually get the high level door. I mean, not every train would necessarily like pull up to that small higher level plot, but like usually only these cases only occur when like a wheelchair or like someone with disabilities has to. The stations ahead of us, we'll be probably seeing more of this too.
Next stop, Trenton. This is a wheelchair accessible station.
Alright, so right now we're in Croydon Station still. Well, actually we're arriving. Quick disclaimer, I actually been on this line twice. Actually not. They actually rolled this line 3 times. One was like back in December, back both ways. But this time, only really took the regional rail like northbound. And then now, after we turbo start to Croydon, now we see the station itself, and we pass another Silverliner 4 on the same line.
This stop, Croydon.
Yet again, a 4-car train.
Watch the gap when exiting.
This station actually has a lot more high platform length instead of low platform length, which means longer trains, which would probably have like the first couple of cars like at the front if need be. And yeah. At this point, we actually reached the
Next stop, Bristol.
more northeastern parts of Bucks County. Alright, so any moment now. Next station is Bristol. Bristol actually is a pretty cool station. Plus, it actually kind of reminds me of like the name Bristol in like UK, and also let's not confuse this Bristol with the Connecticut version, which literally have no buses, no trains. It has buses but no trains, and yeah, that's Connecticut for you. Not too many real cities in Connecticut. So now we actually passed US State 13. And Bristol is actually known for a pretty cool park called the Delaware Canal State Park, which, if you don't know, is a little lake with distant scenery, which like many people will definitely enjoy if like you step in the area. Alright, so we arrive at Bristol.
This stop, Bristol. Watch your step when exiting.
Alright, so Bristol is yet another low-level platform and then we see that little park over there with a pond. Could be nice for whoever wants to spend peace and parks like outside of the city center. Alright, so the next station of this train is Levittown. And Levittown is basically the last station in Philly, or better yet, Bucks County in Pennsylvania, before we head on to New Jersey Transit.
Language.
Next stop, Levittown.
Alright, so now we pass by the I-95 again after several miles and stations of going alongside it. We finally actually go under it. And this is where everything goes interesting, because the sections between the stations of Bristol and Levittown to Trenton are fairly long. Therefore, you're going to be able to pick up a lot of speed and position. Alright, so basically, as soon as we approach the Levittown station, we know that for a fact we're going to be near the shopping mall called Levittown Town Center. And this is also responsible for handling routes 128 and 129 that go to various different malls, Oxford Valley Mall included. And the 127 itself, it actually goes to Sesame via Sesame Place and
This
Oxford
stop,
Valley Mall.
Levittown. Watch your step
Then
when
again,
exiting.
127 is also going to go Trenton Transit Center, which is going to be a bonus. Alright. The waited time to go Trenton has begun. It's that time again.
Next stop, Trenton Transit Center. This is a wheelchair accessible station. For connections to Amtrak, New Jersey Transit buses and rail.
Soon enough, actually right now, you're actually going to be going alongside a pretty cool river, namely the Van Skipper, which means that we're going to be separated from Delaware River for some time, well, until we cross the bridge from Morrisville to Trenton. Now we actually passed the isolated suburbs in the middle of nowhere in Penn Valley. So there's Penn Valley to the left. You can't really see because of all the trees. And then later on, you'll also see Tyburn Road. Now you're slowed down a little bit to ensure safety. Alright, so now we actually got overrun by an Excella. So the Excella is apparently going to New York, as well as New Haven, Boston, Providence, etc. It's unclear whether this Excella will actually stop at Trenton, because for all I know, some of the Excellas actually stop at Trenton and others don't. That same can be said for other services. Like every other seller will be stopping at Metro Park or let's say Princeton. I think Princeton Junction and what's it called, New Brunswick are probably other options for where sellers might stop. So we're gonna be crawling a little bit. We're gonna contemplate our next move soon. As we barely pass the unknowns. Well, while the cell is hauling in, so you're basically crawling somewhat.
Oh, can you like ground?
It's gonna take your legs. At least 12 hours. So whatever. At least.
So we got a little work train down there too. Alright, so it's basically sunset at the moment, and what we're gonna do next is, and yeah, up front, we got the tracks that actually merged to us. Those other tracks are actually trains that go from Mooresville Yard, which is where the Northeast Corridor New Jersey Transit Services actually take their trains. So the basically trains from there will actually come from to and from there that not in service, whether it be New Jersey Transit ALP 46, 45, or with Comets, multi-levels, or Arrows, or Arrows and EMUs themselves. All will probably use this to go lay up and that go store. And whenever needed, they'll come out and deadhead to Trenton where they begin their services. There goes another one of these Amtrak trains. This is probably a Northeast Regional, likely. And we still have to slow down. But somehow we're still crawling. And we're gonna stop. Alright, so we're stuck behind a red signal here, figuring out what to do next. We'll be held here momentarily. Oh, so this one actually explains it all. The Silverliner V's can actually do 3 miles per hour a second. And that's really saying something because these guys really did that. And also, we definitely love all of these advertisements on the screens. And this one can definitely explain for me 38 single cars, 41 married pairs. They're only like 1/3 of the whole SEPTA fleet, because the Silverliner 4s, they make up a vast majority of the second 2/3 of the Comets and push poles, A664s. Actually, only 15 locomotives, and I forgot how many coaches are there, but only time can tell. So we basically got another Northeast Regional, maybe not really Northeast Regional, could be, but yeah, just past us. So basically, the signalman gave the Amtrak some priority. I mean, I'm not surprised because Amtrak does have to flee past any slower train that they can. And this is probably the Keystone Corridor train that just came from Trenton or anywhere east for that matter. I mean, yeah, because the last coach has a Metroliner cab car, and somehow looks like it's a lot. It's aging a bit more than its coach car counterparts. So after all's been clear, we go back. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna go switch tracks. So and I'm guessing it's because like most of the time the SEPTA trains are gonna take the northernmost platform of the station. And we actually pass over the Delaware River, and also there's the Mooresville Trenton bridges. There's actually 3 of them, as you see. This one is one of them. The other one is the Morristown Trenton bridge for the cars and all of that. And then the bridge that says the Ward Trenton makes, the Ward takes, is actually the Lower Trenton bridge. And I'm pretty sure that bridge, you don't actually get tolls from it. Well, only one of the bridges do. Maybe I'm mistaken, but try to correct me if I'm wrong. And as the announcement already said, we're going to be connecting with New Jersey Transit buses, SEPTA Route 127 as the parent bonus. And last but not least, the New Jersey Transit, both NEC and River Line. Alright, so this is actually almost pretty much it for this video. Before we get to Trenton, I'm about to say that one last thing about these multi-levels. These multi-levels in NJT, they're the ones that replaced a lot of the older Comet cab cars and some of the older Comets itself to add more capacity and a lot more space for people to get in and out at the same time. And this is a pretty long train of multi-levels, including with an LP 46. This is the usual consist for New Jersey Transit. This one's headed to Mooresville Yard. You'll usually see most of these guys, the New Jersey Transit ones, at Trenton, or like they'll probably head back to the yard. That's not always the case, because the New Jersey Transit trains are gonna run commuter rail services to and from Penn Station.
Trenton Transit Center is the last stop on this train. Watch the gap when exiting.
I've most likely forgot to say about the River Line. So the River Line is basically a commuter rail type light rail that basically does a ton of fast things, like going from Trenton to Camden waterfront, and actually kind of acts like a railroad, and it actually runs along the Delaware River as well. Alright, so we also got a late siding, which already has 4 Silverliner 4 coaches. This train itself actually only has 4 coaches too. And to debrief the video, I think the Silverliner 5s are a really, really nice train to be fanning and stuff like that. I mean, all SEPTA fleet is actually really interesting if you think about it, but like, the Silverliner 5s really stand out because of their massive benefits along with the RFW. So like, if you're looking forward to come have modern trains with RFWs, come to Philly. This is the go-to. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.